This movie made me wonder what life could be like if I had infinite time on my hands. The movie, In Time, came out in 2011, right? I was a little boy when I saw this movie at first. And then I kind of had to rewatch it because it stumbled back into my mind. I was like, what's that movie that I haven't seen in a long time? And it just popped into my head. In Time. It was a fun movie. It was a fun watch. Starring our main character, Justin Timberlake, Amanda Seyfried, and of course, the beautiful Olivia Wilde. She's so hot, man. And the last person I didn't think I would see in this movie, Cillian Murphy. So basically, right, in this movie, people are born with clocks on their hands, right? And you live for the first 25 years of your life, and then your clock starts to tick, and then you have just 1 year to live, provided you find more time to keep yourself alive, to sustain you for as long as you could get time. It's quite impossible to get time unless you are born rich or you stole time. Time works as a currency in this universe. It's traded. It's basically the economy, right? The economy depends on time, and it's also considered a currency in this world. Without it, people can't live. You can't trade. Okay, people get paid in time. There are different sectors in this universe. Time zones, that's what they're called, right? You have the upper class and then the lower class. So long as you have time in this movie, you're basically immortal. But if you can't get enough time, you die. Just like my beautiful Olivia Wilde in this movie. She wasn't the main character, which was sad, but she did have a role. Her role wasn't much, but I did enjoy the time that she had in this movie. She died because she got clocked out. Her time was out. And basically, if you have time, you're immortal. Now, look at this picture, right? Starting from your left to your right. That's grandmother, mother, and daughter. All redheads, by the way. Hot as fuck. They're fine as hell. Right? Now, there's this guy over here. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. But he basically came down to the lower sectors. He had all the time in the world. I mean, he had a century on his clock. And guess what he decided to do with it? Come down to the lower sectors and tried to waste it all. What an idiot. I mean, if I had a century, I could get into a lot of acts. Maybe some nefarious acts. Don't judge me. I have all the time in the world. Okay? But then he decides that he wants to gift it to our main character right here. Okay? Who at first didn't know what the hell he would do with all this time. So he had the brilliant idea to move to the higher echelon of society. Right? He went to live in the world of the rich, where he gambled with this dude over here. Let's call him Wise. Let's call him the Don. His name is Wise, but I'll call him the Don, right? He's basically the richest here. He has all the time in the world. He basically has 1,000,000 years in the bank. All that time for just one man. Damn, that's a lot of time. And this is his daughter, of course, Amanda. And then there's these dudes over here, right? Time wardens. They govern time. They make sure that people in the lower sectors don't make their asses over to where the richer guys are. They keep the poor poor and keep the rich rich, basically. They're like the government, but worse. Okay, We govern all time, make sure that time isn't stolen from the big boys, the rich motherfuckers, okay? Cillian Murphy, of course, is basically the sheriff. He's in charge. He is in charge. And when he discovers that our main character here was given a lot of time, he decides that nope, he must have stolen it. So he arrests him. And then our main character takes the Don's daughter hostage. Of course, we know where this is going to. They will later fall in love, and then they become a couple who commits crime. We've seen this a lot already in movies. They become wanted at the end. Not at the end, but you know what I mean. They become wanted because they go around stealing from her father, who basically owns all the banks. He's that rich. He has all that time. Of course he's rich, okay? He has all that time, he's rich. They go around stealing and giving to the poor. Motherfuckers have become Robin Hood overnight. Well, okay, basically, let's just jump to the end because there isn't a lot going on in this movie, right? At the end, they are cornered by our boy here, Cillian Murphy. And the way this guy goes out is very pathetic, okay? You do all this chasing, all for your time to clock out, okay? He's so goddamn invested in his work, right? He's so invested in keeping the poor where the poor are supposed to be and keeping the rich where they're supposed to be, and then forgets to refill his clock, and then he just times out like a bitch, right? He falls to the floor and dies. Not from a gunshot wound, not from a beating, but because he simply forgot to replenish his time. Such a sad way to go. Now, this is where the irony hits, right? Here's the rub, guys. People are greedy fucks. In this movie, we see that people steal time from themselves, right? Basically, a gang steals time from other people. They extort people of time, right? So what's stopping these motherfuckers from stealing time if you give everyone else as much time as they needed? Because the main character steals time in order to give time to the poor. You know, he's stealing from the rich to give to the poor. But what's stopping sick fucks like this guy and his cronies from stealing time from people? Okay, he does it to everyone else. And then it leads me to my question. What exactly was the point of this movie? Right? What exactly is the point of the movie? The movie is trying to tell us that it's basically a Robin Hood story. It's a Robin Hood story. You steal from the rich and give to the poor. But then my question comes and raises everything this movie has worked for to the ground. And that question is, what's stopping people from stealing from each other? Like I said, people are greedy fucks. Okay? You give everyone as much resources as they want just for them to steal from each other. I mean, people literally hand wrestle. They hand wrestle for time. People are definitely going to kill each other for time. They're going to kill themselves for time. Which just makes this movie dumb. Okay, it sounds good on paper, but when you watch it, you begin to see the cracks. You see the massive plot hole in this movie. But it's still a good movie though, because it does have Olivia Wilde in it. Yes, that is the only reason I consider watching this movie. Okay, it has no rewatchable value, but I definitely will rewatch it for Olivia Wilde, that's for sure. I keep going on and on about this woman. She's hot as fuck. You can disagree with me if you want. I mean, the world is free. Disagree all you want. Anyways, those are my thoughts on In Time. Leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.